Look, I run a Google Ads agency for home service companies, and let me tell you something that might surprise you. There is absolutely a time when you should not be running Google Ads. I've seen businesses waste tens of thousands of dollars because nobody told them what I'm about to tell you. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly when you should pause your Google Ads or skip them entirely. And by the end, you'll know if Google Ads is good for you right now or if you're just going to be throwing money down the drain. So if you're running ads or thinking about it or not getting the results that you want, just listen up. This might just save your business from bleeding cash. Hi, I'm Mike Mancini, a Google Ads agency owner that specializes in running ads for Google home service companies. But I've also had to tell some business, hey, you're just not ready to run ads yet, and here's why. I'm going to give you 6 red flags to know if you should not be running Google Ads. And the 6th one, I think, is the most important. Red flag number 1. You don't answer the phone or you miss a lot of leads. This one is brutal. You're paying for ads. You're trying to get people to call your business, but nobody answers. You might as well just be lighting your money on fire. If your team isn't trained to answer the phone fast and professionally, you're not ready. Or if you're receiving forms on your website requesting quotes or service and you're not responding to them for 4 hours or more, you're wasting money. There are 2 simple solutions here. First, hire a call center. They are cheaper now than ever, and some cost less than $100 a month. If you do that, and it just gets you one more lead to turn into a job, obviously it's paid for itself. Second, have your forms set to send you a text message when you get a web form lead. I get it. Some of you are out in the field and you're not able to literally check your phone every 5 seconds to see if an email came in. But you can use tools like Zapier to send you a text message when you get a form. You're out in the field, your phone beeps like a text message, you look at it, you know it's a lead, you hit the phone number, you call that person immediately. And if you do call them back immediately, you are 371% more likely to get that job. And yes, that is a real statistic. Red flag number 2. You don't know your close rate or your job value. If I ask you how much is a lead worth to your business and you just shrug your shoulders, that's a problem. You need to know how much you make per job. If you did 10 jobs this week, how much on average is each one of those worth to you? Is it $500, $700, $1,000 more? You also need to know what your average close rate is. Meaning, if you received 10 quality leads this week, how many of them did you convert into a job? 7 of them? 5 of them? 2 of them? And be honest with this and write it down. I hear inflated numbers all the time. And when I'm talking to somebody, they'll say, oh, if we get them on the phone, we close 9 out of 10. I know that's not an accurate number. We've tracked those numbers before. And I know professional level salespeople that do not close 9 out of 10. However, on the other end of that spectrum, if I talk to somebody and they say, well, we close 67%, I know they're tracking their close rates. So know your real close rate and how much you're making on average per job. Red flag number 3. You've got no budget for testing. Google Ads doesn't work like a light switch. You don't just turn it on and leads fall from the sky. You need a budget to test. And in the home services industry, I would suggest that you need at least $1,500 a month to get started. But there is a caveat there. We have some smaller businesses that we work with, more niche businesses that spend less than that and are highly profitable. But for more competitive industries in larger metro areas like plumbers, HVAC, electricians, roofers, I would suggest having a much larger budget before you start running ads. And it takes time. We are 100% upfront with our clients and say, you need to give this 60 to 90 days to really dial it in. You're typically going to do better in month 2 than you do in month 1. And you're typically going to do better in month 3 than you do in month 2. If you're praying for Google Ads to turn your business around in 45 days, then it's better that you just wait. If you're tight on cash and you're praying for an instant return on investment, now is not the time. Red flag number 4. Your website sucks and has no landing page. Sending paid traffic to a slow, confusing, or messy website is like sending a hot lead into a haunted house. They bounce. If you don't have a fast-loading, targeted landing page, stop running ads until you fix that. Red flag number 5. You haven't dialed in location or keyword targeting. Trying to run ads across the whole country or using generic keywords like contractor or repair, that's how you blow your whole budget in a day with nothing to show for it. Get specific with your keywords and target those people who are looking to hire a service that you offer now. They're not getting ideas or pictures of what they want to do. They have a problem and you have the solution. They're using Google to find someone who can fix their problem now and that's where you come in. Put your ads in front of the people who are looking for you right now. And before I get to red flag number 6, if you have dealt with any of these problems, or to be honest, if you don't want to deal with these problems and you're looking for someone to hire to help you with your Google ads for your home service business, there's a link to my agency, Mancini Digital, in the description area below. We'd love to talk to you. So the last one, I believe, is the most important. Red flag number 6. Emotion is in the way. I get it. Spending money on ads can be very stressful. I've spent more of my own money on Google ads, and believe me when I say I take it very seriously. But you have to let the process work, and you've got to give it time. If you are sitting and staring at your phone waiting for it to ring, then chances are this is probably not the time for you to run ads. And I say this to people all the time. If you're going to try to run ads for a month and see if it works, then don't waste your money or your time. It takes time to get the ads working correctly, and it takes the correct changes made to the account. It takes patience, and most of all, it takes money. Think about it this way. You want a budget to be able to let your ads run for 3 months. We know from our experience that once we get someone past that 90-day mark, the chances that they stick and they continue to run ads is extremely high. We know this because on average, our clients have been with us 40 months or longer. And that's in an industry where typically people will last 2 to 6 months. When I say all this, it doesn't mean you won't be bringing in leads. It doesn't mean that the ads won't be profitable. I'm just saying it takes 90 days to get them running really well, unless you have a very large budget, in which case we can dial them in much quicker. 90% of the time, our campaigns are profitable in the first month, but not all of them. You need to set your own expectations and keep your emotions in check. So how do you know when you're ready? When you have a process for closing leads, you have someone answering the phone, and you have someone getting back to form fills immediately. You have a realistic budget for testing, and you're willing to run your ads for 60 to 90 days to give them the best opportunity. And I'll say it again, if you're going to try ads for 30 days to see if it works, save your money. And you need to know your numbers. You need to know your close rate and how much on average each job is worth to you. And make sure that close rate is realistic. The most successful businesses that we work with know these numbers exactly, and that's why they're successful. So if you've got these things in place, then Google Ads can absolutely help your business. But if not, hit pause, fix the foundation first, and then come back ready. So I hope you got some great value out of this. If you did, please do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps us in the eyes of YouTube. And over to the right-hand side, you will see some more related videos for home service businesses like yours. Thanks so much for watching. I do always greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.